Apparently, some automated robot sentry patrolling YouTube decides what reviews can and can't use music from the game, even if the music is a key part of the game, and was reviewed as journalism. Well, take my word for it. The Snoop Dogg song about Gran Turismo 3 in the background that you can't hear anymore is very good. And this game continues to be good well into the future. It's Gran Turismo 3. And this review was originally recorded in 2009, but apparently there's this huge, awesome replay sequence here at the beginning that I don't want to cut out, so I'm just going to talk over it for a minute here. And then I'll hand you back over to 2009 Mark, who had less white hair than future Mark. This was like 1,000 years ago. And I played the hell out of this game when it was new. Back when I recorded this in 2009, it was done in this corner of my basement, and I think I ran this footage through a Betacam SP machine, which is a professional Betacam player that weighs about 50 pounds. So that was fun to lug around. This was way before I could just record all my footage at 1080p on a laptop, and thankfully I had my old PS2 memory card. In fact, I still have it, and just used a bunch of the cars I'd collected over the years. Enjoy the review and past Mark. Gran Turismo number 3 is regarded by many as the best in the Gran Turismo series. And I'm inclined to agree with that because it's the last one that was simple. While they improved many things in Gran Turismo 4 by adding in more cars and more tracks, and the 1080i high definition, the simplicity of GT3, along with the extremely fun gameplay, makes this one of the best video games ever made. When they started getting more complicated and moving away from the simplicity with the menus and the car modifications and the race layouts, they started to take focus away from fun. Gran Turismo 3 is the most fun of the Gran Turismo games. Gran Turismo 4 might be my personal favorite just because I really appreciate the detail that went into the courses and the graphics and the cars. GT3 kept the focus on the fun and the gameplay. GT4 is the beginning of where we're at now, which is the Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. Where's the full thing? It's 2009. I love the Gran Turismo series. It's my favorite video game series of all time. And revisiting Gran Turismo 3 for the first time in a few years reminds me of why I loved this series to begin with. Collecting cars, racing fast, modifying cars, feeling the changes, hopping from race to race with different cars, being able to blow away Honda Civics with an F1 car if you want. And I feel like the Gran Turismo series has gone to an obsession with detail rather than emphasizing fun gameplay. It's as if they're trying to appeal to the 1% of the audience that wants ultra realism. But moving beyond my deep philosophical discussion with why I love Gran Turismo and why I'm so confused as to why I'm not playing Gran Turismo 5 yet, which really should have been released in 2006, Gran Turismo 3 can be had for $1 or $2 now for the PlayStation 2. It has the majority of the excellent tracks that us GT fans love. I forgot that the high speed ring is actually not in this game. But Trial Mountain, Deep Forest, Grand Valley, they're in here and they look wonderful. This game has aged quite well, looks great, sounds great, has some awesome music in there like Snoop Dogg, The Cult, Powerman 5000, and Goldfinger. I love the car selection, and although it's missing some of my favorites, like the Ferraris and Lamborghinis, there's still so many to choose from in this game. The race structure and layout is very similar to what you find in Gran Turismo 1 and Gran Turismo 2. They really got away from it with Gran Turismo 5 Prologue, which is a technical masterpiece, but it's as if they got away from the heart of the game. Just look at these menus. These are the races that you have in Gran Turismo 3. There's beginner races, amateur races, professional races, rally races, and endurance races, and a lot of them. They're a lot of fun to go through and win each of them. It doesn't seem like a series of frustrating time trials. If I want to race time trials, I'll play Gran Turismo 4 because that's the best part of Gran Turismo 4. But even in that game, they started spreading the races out all over the place, and while I have not played Gran Turismo 5, the full version, yet, it has the potential to be the best video game ever made. Because the thing about Gran Turismo is it's about a lot of cars, it's about a lot of courses, it's about collecting a garage full of different vehicles, and being able to race them with relative freedom in the different races. I don't want to have to wait through 10 seconds of animation and soft jazz before I can get to a car selection. I want this, but optimized with the newest technology. I've said since they launched the PlayStation 3, the biggest mistake they could have made was not having a Gran Turismo game ready. In my opinion, all they would have needed to do was re-release Gran Turismo 4 as Gran Turismo 5 with some improved graphics and some new courses, and then made Gran Turismo 6 whatever masterpiece they're supposedly working on. But in conclusion, if you have not played the PlayStation 2 Gran Turismo games, GT3 and GT4 are two of the best games ever made. And this one in particular is a great place to start your Gran Turismo experience. And they need to bring back the rally races because driving non-rally cars in a rally race is awesome. The best of classic Game Room is on DVD, Blu-ray, and Laser Hypervision album set.